back with Sending Shoe Boxes, and it's been a little bit since I've done a video, but I'm excited because I had a good reason to take a little break. My sister-in-law had her baby, and I was very blessed to have the opportunity to be in the room while she delivered. So the baby came early, so I flew out. I got to be there, and then I stayed for a little while and got to help them when they came home. So I have been enjoying lots of baby snuggles and just some fun auntie time with their new sweet little one, but it is good to be back. And shortly after I came back, we had our very first workshop at our church. Now, for those of you who don't know about our monthly workshops that we do at our church, at my church, once a month we get together and we prep things, make things, and put things together for an end of the year packing party that our church holds. And what we use for our packing party at the end of the year is just the stuff that we're able to collect and make at our workshops throughout the year. So we always start in February because we take a little bit break in December and January, because you all know how hectic it can get during collection week. So I like to take videos of our workshops to share with you guys. So maybe you have a group of friends who want to get together, or maybe even a church group, or it doesn't have to be big, it can be small, and maybe give you some fun ideas on activities that you might want to do. So I'm going to share with you what we did this month. So let's take a look. So every year we try to improve our workshops. So we have a new setup this year. So the biggest change this year is that we now have a table when you walk in that shows all the different projects at each table. Now the projects are numbered, and each table has a number showing with the corresponding project. So on these papers you can see there's instructions. These are detailed instructions, but they're very simple to understand, that just explain what the project is for that table. And this was super helpful for our volunteers because they could take the paper with them to the table once they picked the project that they wanted to do. So, and it was nice that they could look at the papers, decide what project was for them or maybe wasn't for them, and pick accordingly. This really helped things go smoothly. When our volunteers unpackage these scissors, they put them in bags of 50, and we do that by color. It just helps us know what we have in our inventory for our end of the year packing party, and that way our team knows what to buy and what we don't need to buy. Also helps us know what we need maybe for a certain age group or gender. This is similar to the last project. This again helps our team with inventory. Here they're taking the pencil sharpeners and putting them in bags of 50 to help us know how many we have. Counting projects like this are so helpful to our team, especially at the beginning of the year, to help us know what our goals should be throughout the year and what we need to buy. This is a really easy project. This is putting playing cards in bags with instructions. The instructions are different fun games that the kids can play that receive the cards. Now, the instructions that we add, each one comes in 10 different languages, so hopefully no matter where your box goes, they will be able to understand them. You can find these on my Facebook group called Sending Shoe Boxes, but this is a fun and easy project for everybody. This activity, we take the deflated soccer balls that we have and we put a pump inside of them, and then we roll them up and rubber band them to secure them. We actually got these soccer balls from Lion Wholesale this year, and we're so happy with them. They have some really great things on their website, and they're definitely worth checking out. This activity is separating the Karma doll sets. These are from a TV show, I guess, but they're Barbie dolls pretty much, and we have our team separate them. You get 3 dolls in every set, and oh my goodness, let me tell you how hard. They come in so much packaging, so it took a lot to get them out, but once we did, we had our team separate them into different groups. So we had 2 bags. I'll show you a picture here. You don't have to separate them this way. This is just how we did it. But this was just a really helpful project to have our volunteers do, and gave us some fun wow gifts for our boxes. This next project is just separating jewelry that's been donated to us. Now, most of this jewelry was brand new, but there was some jewelry that was donated that was used. So we just asked our volunteers to go through, take that jewelry out and set it aside. Then maybe we could give it or donate it somewhere else. But to bag up separately all the jewelry that was new, so it's easier to go through at our packing party. A while back, I was given for free these watercolor sets because the palettes or the watercolor itself had popped out of the tray. And so I thought, well, we could totally try to salvage these and use them as a workshop project. So we tried it out this week. It actually worked really well. We just used a little bit of the just Elmer's glue type of glue. And some wonderful ladies sat there and put them all together, and we let them dry, and they were wonderful. So this was a really fun project, not one we normally have, but it ended up working out better than we expected. So I know you guys have been getting the Melissa and Doug block sets like we have, and we have a ton. So this is a project that will probably last multiple workshops, so I'm sure you'll see it again. But to make it a little easier this time, what I did is I went home and put the sets together and took pictures of them. And I just felt like having a visual like this would help at the workshop, because sometimes it can get overwhelming, having all those blocks everywhere, trying to find the right one, making them fit. So this made it so much more simple. I made sure to have an individual picture of each one of the block sets, because it makes 5 out of every, you get 5 out of every box. This way people could lay the bag over that picture and put the blocks in to match them up, and it went so much better. Even though there were blocks all over the table, it wasn't confusing because it worked out every time. The blocks are always the same size. We did notice, as a little tip, that every once in a while the block colors are slightly different, but the block shapes are always the same. So I hope that's not confusing, but this worked out really, really well. And I now have those printouts available for you on my Facebook group. So if you're trying to do this yourself, just you as an individual or a group, the printouts and the visuals really, really help with putting these sets together. This project was a pretty simple one, but very helpful. We have a lot of zipper bags for our school supplies, and our volunteers were very kind and sorted them and counted them. Now I made this just simple color-coded system with bins where you can see what color goes in what bins, so we could separate them for the boys and the girls. And then they were kind enough to count them, and they actually rubber banded them in groups of 25, so it was easier to count, so we know what we need to buy for the rest of the year. This is another simple project, but this is cutting the tags off of these stuffed animals. We were able to get these adorable pink reindeer stuffies at Walmart on sale. Now, the manager there was very kind, and because we were willing to buy all of them, they gave them to us for $1 each, and we got, I think, over 160. And then a friend of ours gave us these cute stuffed bears she found at Target, and she was able to get these for $1.50. So some really great finds, a great project to utilize at the workshop, and we were able to get all these done, but we do have more that we forgot we had, so you'll see this again next month. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this gave you guys lots of fun ideas. You guys all have a blessed day. See you next time.